Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today we are talking about GTA 6. But before we get too deep into it, just remember that at least one of my videos every week will not come to the YouTube channel. They will only be coming on my BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble channels. For those of you guys watching this on YouTube, the links to those are in the description down below. With that out of the way, guys, let's go ahead and let's talk about GTA 6 and why you really shouldn't be hyped for it. Rockstar Games announced on Twitter back on February 4th, 2022 that a new Grand Theft Auto game was in active development. Then, as per usual, the internet lost their fucking minds. Oh my god, it's finally coming! GTA 6 is finally coming! And I'm someone who doesn't understand what everyone is getting excited for, because Rockstar Games isn't the same developer that you fondly remember. That Rockstar Games at this point is long fucking gone. Is so long fucking gone, it's not even a fucking amoeba in your fucking rear view mirror. If you don't believe me right now, then let's get into why you shouldn't be hyped for GTA 6 and why you need to stop fucking fanboying over this game. And the first big reason was the fact, let's just be honest, Red Dead Redemption 2 was an absolute fucking dud. Remember when this trailer came out back in 2016?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I remember everybody losing their fucking minds over the graphics. Oh my god, it looks so photorealistic! And this is running on PS4, Xbox One? Literally nothing was shown with regards to the gameplay, or the story, or the characters. It was just pretty graphics, which at that time set up a lot of red flags for me. Now, I will admit that I was one of those people who bought Red Dead Redemption 2 on day one, and I will agree that I am no better than the people that were hyping the game because of pretty graphics. I bought the game because I loved the first Red Dead Redemption and wanted to play the second one. Then I got the game home, and I suffered through that 3-hour prologue. Yes, the prologue of the game is around 3 fucking hours long. Something that I and many other people noticed about the game, Rockstar wanted to make this game as realistic as possible. But in doing that, the gameplay was really, really fucking boring. The last thing I want to worry about in a shootout is having to clean your gun, otherwise it won't fire properly. Or the fact that you can only carry 2 weapons on you at once. Grand Theft Auto 5 let you carry multiple weapons in multiple classes. You could carry a teeny tiny little taser all the way to a full-on fucking MG42, and that was perfectly fine. Even the first Red Dead Redemption let you do that. You could carry a 6-shooter, you could carry a repeating rifle on your back, you could even have a fucking sniper rifle on you as well. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2 tried to be a Wild West simulator first, and a video game second. I would argue that this is why no one is really talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 anymore. Let's just be honest, guys. The game came and went. And the second thing, you knew I had to hit on this point. GTA, the trilogy, the definitive edition, was an absolute mess. Now, I know that I've made a 20+ minute video chronicling this game's launch, so I'm just going to give the Cliff Notes version here. Rockstar re-released GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas in one collection that had the absolute bestest title for a video game collection in the history of time. Said no one ever. GTA, the trilogy, the definitive edition. When the game launched, all 3 games were in various stages of broken, buggy messes. And these games were 15 to 20 years old, and Rockstar couldn't get them to run on modern hardware smoothly. Keep in mind the not just the modding community, but the emulators like PCSX2 can run if you have a Windows machine and PCSX2, you can run GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas smooth as fucking butter. So how come the homebrew community, emulation community, can get these games running smoothly, but Rockstar, multi-billion-dollar game developer, owned by multi-billion dollar conglomerate, can't get them to run on PS4 and Xbox One properly? Well, Rockstar gave development duties to Grove Street Games, and according to some data miners at the time, Grove Street Games allegedly used the mobile ports of these games, the games that were made for iOS and Android, and ported those to the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Imagine the excitement in the air that the GTA games that you grew up on are getting quote-unquote remastered and put on current hardware so you can go back and play them again. Then you put the game in, and it runs worse than it did on the PS2 or original Xbox. Sure, these versions of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas were the definitive editions. If Rockstar couldn't even be bothered to quality control this release of 3 of their old classic games, what the fuck else are they not willing to do? And third thing, let's also be honest here. Rockstar is now a services developer, not a game developer. This is what I meant in the beginning when I said the Rockstar of old is so far fucking gone that they're not even a fucking amoeba in your fucking windshield anymore. Rockstar has 2 major services right now at the time of recording. GTA Online and Red Dead Online. However, Red Dead Online is constantly getting ignored, and I'm not the only one pointing this out. Back in January of 2022, they launched the Land of Opportunities missions, and the fan base is just not having it. And this is where the hashtag Save Red Dead Online came from. With regards to Rockstar, it's not even the fact that they are a services developer. They just want everyone playing GTA Online. There are articles now being written questioning if people who are playing Red Dead Online should just give it up and just go back to playing GTA Online. And according to Sports Kia, there were plans for single-player DLC for GTA 5. After the release of the Diamond Casino heist, data miners discovered some details about what the single-player DLC would entail. One of them was going to be a zombie apocalypse alternate reality a la Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, and the other one being focused on Trevor and his missions for the IAA after the campaign. Most recently, Rockstar released the contract expansion for GTA Online, which is a continuation of Franklin's story from the single-player mode. It wouldn't surprise me if this was another planned single-player DLC that got retrofitted for GTA Online. All of Rockstar's energy seems to be going into this GTA Online business, and fans have been complaining for years about the inflation in the game, to where now when you bought the GTA 5 Premium Edition that came out for PS4 and Xbox One, it came with an $8 million shark card for GTA Online. And guys, you almost need that to just get started. Rockstar really shot themselves in the foot with regards to GTA Online as well, if you're honestly thinking about it. They want this to be the future of GTA, but now it's so unfriendly to new players that I wouldn't advise anyone to play GTA Online unless if they have a shit ton of real-world money to buy shark cards, or if they've been playing it for years and years. And let's be honest, if GTA Online wasn't generating $2.5 million per day, according to the Gamer, as of August 12, 2021, then GTA 6 would have come out a hell of a lot sooner. The 8th generation of consoles, PS4, Xbox One, didn't get an exclusive GTA game to that console generation. And here's the fourth and final point I want to make, the real fucking gut punch. And that's the fact that Dan Hauser has left Rockstar. You know, and like I said, this is the biggest gut punch of GTA 6 in my opinion. While he didn't work on the first Grand Theft Auto game, not that I could find in his credits, he was a producer and writer for the expansion Grand Theft Auto London 1969. And since then, he wrote GTA 2 and then served as producer-writer from GTA 3 to GTA 5 with all the side games like Liberty City and Vice City Stories, along with GTA 4 Lost and Damned in the Ballad of Gay Tony. He also worked on Red Dead Redemption along with the Undead Nightmare expansion, as well as L.A. Noire, Max Payne 3, Midnight Club Los Angeles, Bully, Smugglers Run 2, Hostile Territory, and Warzones, etc., etc. It's no secret that Dan Hauser worked on Rockstar's biggest releases between 1999 and 2018, with the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. It was reported that he took an extended break back in the spring of 2019, and according to an SEC filing, that's the Securities and Exchanges Commission here in the United States, for those of you guys that are watching this, globally, he left Rockstar in March of 2020. The reasons for his departure are still unknown, but he did form a new game studio called Absurd Ventures and Games, according to Polygon, that he incorporated in the UK, and he also chartered it in the state of Delaware in February of 2021. So now Rockstar is developing GTA 6 without the guy who had the creative influence over Rockstar when GTA and Rockstar in general was at its peak of popularity. Try to make a case where this won't end in disaster. How did it work out for Star Wars when George Lucas sold to Disney? How did it work out for Masters of the Universe Revelation? There are many more examples of franchises that got ruined after the original creatives leave. Damn it, I've been talking for too long. But still, guys, you get my point. Is how often do these legacy franchises go to the crapper after the original creatives back out? Now, am I calling for a boycott of GTA 6? No, because historically boycotts don't work. With a couple of exceptions, there's always an exception to every rule. If you want to go out in the freezing rain and snow and buy GTA 6 on day one, go for it. Just understand that the Rockstar games of today, as of the recording of this video, is not the Rockstar games of 10 to 15 years ago. Rockstar today is not the same developer who released Bully, GTA 5, Max Payne 3, LA Noire, etc., etc. The Rockstar games of today would rather just develop for GTA 5 and make you buy shark cards so they can make that $2.5 million per day without having to develop a new game. Now, guys, do let me know if you're actually looking forward to GTA 6 and why you're actually looking forward to the game coming out. There might be some legitimate reasons why you would get excited, whether it's the fact that there has been no new GTA game for at this point 2022. We're gonna be coming up as of September of 2022. It'll be 9 years since we got the last brand new GTA game. But again, before I end this, I'm just gonna end this with 2 words: that buyer beware. Like I said, Rockstar of today is not the same company that launched GTA 5, GTA 4, Bully, Max Payne 3, LA Noire, Midnight Club, Smuggler's Run, Manhunt, so on and so forth. And guys, before I drag this out for way too long, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me long enough, I'm terrible at ending these videos, so I will just see you guys next time.